Hello students, how are you all? I'm your teacher Adnan Asgar and you are watching my channel Spark Virtual Academy. Do not forget to like and subscribe my channel for the latest videos and for the latest updates from my YouTube channel. And in today's lecture, I'm going to tell you some basic techniques of reading skills, or in other ways, I will tell you in this lecture that what is the importance of reading. In olden days, when we studied in schools, so there was a habit in our schools that early in the morning, whatever the lesson was there, the lesson of the English, we read that lesson loudly. One by one, all the students started to read, and then the teacher came and he asked the reading loudly. Means all the chapters which were present in the English subject, we read those loudly. So reading loud was the habit in our olden days, okay? Reading aloud. Now, as the days passes and social media is overcoming, the people are using the mobile phones or the internet or the social media, the habit of reading loud or even the habit of reading even silent have been removed. Although there are numerous advantages of reading loud, or even reading silent is somehow beneficial, but not the most. The most important thing in reading is to read aloud. So we have four basic skills in English. What are those basic skills? One is read, and then we have write, and third one is listen, and then we have speak. Okay, the old quotation is there: if you read more, then you write more; if you listen more, then you speak more. But what I believe, reading is the most important skill out of these four skills of English language. Reading is the most important skill, because once you develop the habit of reading, all the four skills will automatically be developed. Let me just tell you an example. If I'm reading and I'm reading louder, so when I'm reading louder, so the same sound is means gone to my ears. It means my speaking is improving, and I'm also speaking those. So by reading loud, my speaking is skill will be improved. Okay, if I'm reading, certainly my writing will be good. I will come to know the new sentences, I will come to know the new vocab, and then I will come to know the use of those punctuation marks, the use of those sentences, the use of those structures. So my writing will automatically be good. And listening is there. Certainly when you are reading loudly, then certainly your listening is also improving there. So it means by just developing the habit of reading louder, all these skills will be improved. However, they will improve slowly and gradually as you keep the habit of that reading continuous. So if you want to improve the English language, then you have to create the habit of reading. Remember, the most important and means very crucial advantage of reading is the fluency. If you want to improve your fluency, if you want to be means a speaker like the native speaks, then you have to develop the habit of reading. Now the question arises, how to develop the habit of that reading. Either we should read the books or we should read the novels. At this stage, at the beginning stage, for example, I'm the student of metric class or ninth class, or even the standard 8th, or it's lower, then reading the novels is not the solution. Reading the books is not the solutions, because the books, they are written in the olden days, and the vocab which is stored in those books is fixed, is constant. However, English is not the language which is the fundamental language. It is derived from many other languages. So on the daily basis, thousands of words are discovered by the different philosophers. So what you have to do at the beginning is stage, you have to develop the habit of reading the newspapers. In our territory in Pakistan or in Sindh, the most common newspaper, the English newspaper, is the Dawn. So what you have to do, you have to start reading this newspaper. Now again, the question arises, this Dawn, the newspaper Dawn consists of 25 or 30 or 15 pages. How can I read in a single day? So there is a technique that I'm going to tell you. You will not get bored by reading the Dawn newspaper, and your things will improve as well. So let's just discuss that how to read the newspaper. Look, for example, I bought the newspaper today, the Dawn newspaper today. So there are 16 or 16 to 25 pages. You are just going to stuck to the first page right now, okay? If I am at the page number 1 on Dawn newspaper. On page number 1, there are almost, for example, five columns there, okay? I am stuck to the first page right now on my first day of reading, and there are almost 5 columns on the first page. What you have to do, you have to note down the writers of those 5 columns. Okay, for example, the writers are A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, the column number 4, it is written by A, the second number column is written by B, and likewise all the 5 columns are written by some of the writers there on the first page of the Dawn. What you have to do, you have to at the initial stage, you have to at least choose 2 of the writers on the first day only. For example, today I chose 2 columns, and column number 1 which is written by A, and the column number 2 which is written by B. I have to just choose those, and then you have to start reading those both. On the next day again, that is day 1, and on day 2, again you have to buy the same Dawn newspaper, and then again you will stuck to the page number 1 first. Again on the same page, that you read the last day, you are going to read the same page on the next day as well. Again you will find the 5 columns there, and certainly all the writers will be same. The same writers will be there, and again on the next day you have to read the same writers again, A and B. Certainly the topics of the first day and second day will be different, but the writers are same. So in the same manner, you have to continue the same strategy for at least 7 days. For 7 days, you have to read page number 1, which has 5 columns, and you have to just study the 2 columns only. Oh, sorry, 2 writers. You have to just study. You have to just read the 2 writers. When you complete 7 days, now there's no any need to buy the other newspaper. Now you have a complete library of newspaper. 7 newspapers are there within you. Now, when you will complete 7 days, believe me, whatever English, whatever words, whatever structures that are being used by this A and B writers, after 7 days, the entire structure or the language of these both writers will be stored in your mind. When on the 8th day, if you are buying the newspaper and if you read this writer, or you find any other column which is written by this writer A, you will feel that this paragraph or this column is written by you, because the English that she knows or he knows is already stored in your mind. Now again, you will choose the next 2 writers for next 2 days or 7 days. Now for the next 7 days, all these 7 newspapers are within you, and then you have to choose the next 2 writers, and then you will continue for the 7 days. And likewise, when these 2 writers are complete, now you know the English, the vocab, the structure of 4 writers. And in the same manner, you have to complete the entire newspaper, even if it takes 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. But you have to develop the habit of reading in this manner. It will help you a lot, believe me. But remember, whenever you read the newspaper, you have to read louder. Okay? And I told you the benefits of reading louder. Okay. Now the question arises, if you are reading the newspaper and there might be some difficult words, or there might be some difficult compound nouns or etc., and you don't know the meaning, then what to do? What's the solution of that? Remember, whenever you read the newspaper or you read any novel, there is no any need to put the dictionary with you. And there is no any need to go for the meaning of the sentence or for the translation of the sentence. Because when you will read for continuously 7 days and you are reading the same writer, all the vocabulary will be understood by you. So, while reading, you should not Google the meanings, you should not use any social media for the meaning, and should not use any dictionary for the meaning, because it will create the hindrance in your reading. Right now, what is your purpose? Your purpose is just to develop a habit of reading at the initial stage, not to memorize the new words, because all the words will automatically be stored in your mind when you develop this habit of reading. So I hope you understood that how to develop the reading skills, and I told you some of the benefits of reading. Now, if you have any question regarding these readings, or if you need any help in developing these skills, so I can help you. You can put the questions in the comment box, and I will try to answer you people. So till the next lecture, bye bye, and Allah Hafiz.